What is up, all you Minties? This is the Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition. And today, join me as I go over the most current list of out-of-print Marvel Epic collections. You all know how I feel about these books. They've been selling a lot more than ever. So let's check out this list of out-of-print books. And welcome back, all you Minties. Now, as some of you may know, I do this list from time to time to keep you all updated. I also send the list over to Marvel to let them know what's out of print. And I don't know if some of y'all have watched where I announced that Marvel wanted to keep most of these number ones in evergreen, meaning that they will always have a printing of it sometime. As a matter of fact, some of these new recent printings have already gone out of print, but here in a few weeks I'm sure they'll be restocked, so keep an eye out for those Epic Volume 1s out there that have recently been reprinted. And remember that they're only available at direct marketplaces like comic book stores, cheapgraphicnovels.com, in-stock trades, places like that. Now, let's go ahead and start this list because it's huge. It has grown. I think the last time I did this, there was like maybe like 10, 15 or so. Now we have a lot more. So we're just going to go through the list really quick. Amazing Spider-Man, again, is out of print. Volume 1, Great Power. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, Spider-Man No More. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, Goblin's Last Stand. That one went out of print quick, like as soon as it dropped. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 20, Cosmic Adventures. That one just got reprinted, and it went out of print again. So hopefully they'll have some restock here in the next couple of weeks. Avengers Volume 7, Avengers Defenders War. Avengers Volume 9, Final Threat. I want to say that was the very first Avengers Epic collection that went out of print. Avengers Volume 17, Judgment Day. Avengers Volume 21, The Collection Obsession. And one that I missed out on, I slept on because I have the trade paperbacks, is Avengers Volume 22, Operation Galactic Storm, which I need to get on that. Now, really quick, if you don't know what the Marvel Epic line is, I have done a video, but they're these wonderful collections that have about 20 or so comic books in them. For the most part, they all retail for $39.99. They tell you in the back a number of where it belongs in the reading order, and they're all character-centric, so it goes in the chronological order of the character or teams, but yes, they're wonderful. Next up is Captain America Volume 1, Captain America Lives Again. None of his Golden Age stuff has been collected in Epic format, and I know I've had some questions about that. I don't know if they'll do a Captain America Golden Age Epic collection, maybe. Captain America Volume 4, Hero or Hoax. Captain America Volume 9, Dawn's Early Light. And Volume 15, Bloodstone Hunt. Daredevil Volume 17, Heart of Darkness is out of print. Now, really quick, I want to take this time to... I usually do this list by myself, but then I've been double-checking with Curtis from the Epic Marvel podcast. He has his own Facebook page, and he himself has this wonderful podcast if you haven't listened to. He's been a host on the show a couple of times with me. Really nice guy. So mad shout out to him for double-checking my list. Doctor Strange number 1, Master of the Mystic Arts. Doctor Strange Volume 3, A Separate Reality. Let's see. We did have Fantastic Four. Okay, Fantastic Four Volume 2, Master Plan of Doctor Doom is now out of print. Iron Man Volume 1, Golden Avenger. That one recently reprinted, out of print again. But like I said, give it a couple of weeks, see if you can find it because it is a number 1. And so the reason I do this is so some of you all that are looking for these can try to pick them up in case they're going out of print or they are out of print. That way, if you see them out in the wild, you're like, oh, I've been wanting to read that. Maybe I should go ahead and pick it up. And back to Iron Man, we have Volume 16, War Games is now out of print. Moving into Incredible Hulk, Volume 1, Man or Monster. And Incredible Hulk 21, Fall of the Pantheon. I want to say that one was out of print the last time I did this video series. Moon Knight, Volume 2, Shadow of the Moon. Shout out to my boy Bryant for finding me that. Thank you so much, man. Not only that, but Volume 3 as well. New Mutants, Volume 1, Renewal. Power Man and Iron Fist, Heroes for Hire, Volume 1 is out of print. Punisher, Volume 2, Circle of Blood. Silver Surfer, Volume 1, again, is out of print, but like I said, give it a little bit. That one just got reprinted. Star Wars, Rise of the Sith, Volume 1. Star Wars Old Republic, Volume 1. And The New Republic, Volume 1. All three of those Star Wars are out of print. Thor, Volume 1, God of Thunder. Thor, Volume 3, The Wrath of Odin. Thor Volume 4 to Wake Mangog. Man, it's like all of them, like the first 5, well, with the exception of Volume 2. Fall of Asgard is also out of print, and that is Thor Volume 5. Thor Volume 17, Immortal Flesh. One that I guess they're not reprinting yet because they're going to see how the sales of the omnibus do, but I know there's only some of you, or there's some of you all that just collect Epic collections, so I like seeing that. If it wasn't for the existence of omnibus, I would just be getting Epic collections. They're a wonderful way to get into these comics, or reprint them rather. So Madripoor Knights, Wolverine Volume 1 is out of print, and now we're getting into the X-Men. X-Men Children of the Atom, again, as The Sentinels Live, that is Volume 3. X-Men Volume 17, Dissolution and Rebirth, that one just came out a couple of months ago. I remember doing an overview of that on the channel. And X-Men Volume 19, Mutant Genesis. Now, some of these can be found from our sponsor, CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for brand new graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. Cheap Graphic Novels prides itself on packaging your books so they arrive safely and in excellent condition, as well as prompt and helpful service. Cheap Graphic Novels Black Friday sale is continuing all through December, so there's still time to save up to 95% off thousands of books. Additional books will be added throughout the month, so be sure to check back often and stay tuned to CGN on social media to be the first to know when the new books have been added to the sale. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discounts, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that is the updated list. I'm sure as the popularity of these books keep growing and growing, this list, when I do it the next time, might be just as big, if not bigger. So Marvel is going to try to keep, like I said, some of these number ones as evergreen, which would be awesome. That way everybody can get into a volume 1 of their character and go on from there. But yeah, they're a wonderful way to get into these characters and some of these classic comics. So please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, leave those comments down below, what you're missing, what you're looking for. Maybe the community can help each other out. Again, shout out to Curtis, Epic Marvel Podcast. And remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint.